Alright, what's up everyone? How are you all doing? We are beginning our journey of FF14, A Realm Reborn today. My Lala says hi to everyone. Can't wave yet, but he'll wave in a minute, hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. Light. I need to turn a light. Why is it always a Q? It's always a Q. Boo-doo. Okay. Let's see here. See if I can figure out how all this works. That's gonna be the real question. Okay. I think we'll figure it out. Hopefully. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright. So we begin the journey. So let's see. What do I need to do to start this? It's under here. Part 1 of 6. Ooh. It's a Rari, it's a Silence, what's up? How are you doing? We're going to be starting part 1 of the story. So I'm going to be playing it as a warrior because the warrior of light in the first expansion is a warrior. Go figure. The warrior of light is a warrior. So I've never actually done good cleaning. Ooh, fair enough. Hopefully that's going well. A Realm Reborn, Part 1. Eorzea, a realm embraced by gods and forged by heroes. It is here that one adventure's journey begins. Through power, fame, and fortune all beckon. This intrepid soul is destined for greater things still. Guided by the Mother Crystal, they will walk the path of a hero, of a warrior of light. How do I commence it? How do I start? There. Okay. Ooh, he looks right. I was like, I kind of feel like I need to go back to being a Lalafell to some degree because it just feels appropriate, especially if I'm going to be going through this entire story because I have like, I have all these sections. I have like this whole expansion, this expansion. I have all of this to go through. So my goal is to finish all of this before the new expansion drops. We'll see if it actually happens. All right. Hopefully we start with the cutscenes. New Game Plus. Ooh. Part 1. On to Summerford. Relive past adventures. So what do I do here? Do I do this? How do I do this now? This is the first challenge. Yes. The falafel was a right 100% on that one. I'm trying to figure out how this works now. Like, okay, so I go to Limsa. Okay, we got this. We got this. Is there a way to make? I saw something that someone said on Discord, but I can't check. Or wait, that's a lie. I can't check. That's a complete lie. I can't check. Sag. Whatever. It's fine. Oh my god, there's things happening here. I think I go to the second floor. Ethernet, Aft Castle. Let's go. There, the story begins. Yes, sweet. Oh, the Drowning Wench. Oh, that's right. That's where he started. Because they're like, yeah. Okay. We got this. Badrian, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, wants you to lend a hand at Summerford Farms. Still Limsa? Are ya, Rari? How'd you fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like you to visit an orchard by the name of Summerford Farms. Wow, I can't read, you guys. Reading's a struggle. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Staleworm, is an old mate of mine. I'm also going to struggle saying names, because names in this game are really hard, apparently. Like, what is Staleworm? It's got himself a crew of most reformed pirate types, if you can believe that, and has been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. You mentioned needing another another and or two, and your name sprang to mind. I give you a glowing recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastard. You need directions? The place ain't hard to find. Just take the Zephyr Gate out of the city and follow the road northeast. Okay. We're gonna go to Summerford Farms. A worm that's stale, right? I mean, like some of the names in this is like, what is going on? Got a Loki. A Loki is here. Hey, Bubba. What's up? Speak to stale worm at the Summerford Farms. Okay. Where's the Zephyr Gate? Is Zephyr Gate up here? No, it's not. See, the challenging thing is, I feel like I could just teleport to places, but I feel like that would just kind of ruin the vibe, because like when you're playing the game originally, you don't get to do that. So I need to go that way. So I feel like I need to like manually go to the places, as if it's the regular story, you know? I gotta go on a journey. Da da da! My little feet are running. Let's go. Ba, 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 ba. This, yes, Middle of Nuska. Huzzah! Okay. I will use mounts though. I'm not gonna fly though. Flying is cheating. Oh, I'm liking this music. I feel like teleporting is when you super into the game and already seen everything. Yeah, see, that's how I kind of feel. I feel like in this sort of situation, because I'm reliving the story, I feel like I should, to some degree, live it as if I was playing it for the first time. So, like, if I was playing the story for the first time, I wouldn't have teleporting right away. I wouldn't have flying. I would have a mount. I wouldn't necessarily have this mount, but the mounts don't run at different speeds or anything, so that's not really an issue. So I feel like I should play it depending how far to, because I cheat if it. Luckily, none of the quests are too far from each other. They're always like within like a map or two of each other, generally speaking. You're never traveling too far. Where is the guy? There it is. Sailworm! What does he need? Ooh, cutscenes. First cutscene, you guys. Let's go. Ah, you must be adventure Badran promised to send along? Rari-senpai, wasn't it? It was. Hell yeah. You honored his word, so that's a good start. I'm Sailworm, the old bastard, as Badran likely described me. And this here is my humble orchard. A good number of the lads and lasses working here once terrorized the high seas, and if you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. Okay, so they used to be pirates. But the calamity did for our ship like it did so many others, and I was sore wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow, and Admiral Merlwub, I don't even know, initiative to get us landlocked buccaneers working the field seemed too fine an offer to refuse. Okay, so they used to be pirates and they're living on the land now. Ooh, who's this guy? Who are you? You look like a pirate for sure. Well, it turns out you can take the pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never took to tending the soil, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to train them have been wringing the hands in black despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where it's needed. I mean, I think I'm pretty tough. Reward unattainable, that's fine. So the first quest was just going there. Guess who? What's up, Cloud? How are you doing? First quest done. So we're gonna do Sailworm, owner of the Summerford Farms, wishes to inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness for the task he has in mind. I mean, my gear better be ready. Andrew came. Blah. What's up, Andrew? How are you doing? I have a mind to set you a task, Senpai, but before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Pirates don't care to parley with dandies, you understand? It might well be that the ones here have traded in their cutlasses for couturiers, but they're still rogues at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you're more suitably equipped. I am definitely equipped. I'm ready. Let's have a look at you, shall we? Ooh, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the shark. I mean, I'm probably higher level than all of you right now. Erstwhile buccaneers are an ornery lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I'd say you'll have little trouble getting their attention. Ooh, I'm ready. Handy, hi Sky Cotton. Oh, just realized my YouTube is different than my other stuff. See, silence note. See, I kind of had had a pretty good guess that it was probably you Andy. How are you guys doing? Ah, senpai, that aura of confidence tells me you're not been idle since last we met. I mean, I just talked to you. I hope I've read you alright, for I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? Maybe. Yeah, I would agree to that. I would agree. It's not too hard. Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. Wow, I can't read, you guys. You will have heard rumors of the abductions. Aye, citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa, as if plucked from the face of Heidelin, boots and all, by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with the Summerford Farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavory fellows with azure tattooed faces has been creeping up to the edges of the fields and spying on my yeomen. Now, I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of the rumor come from the hides. Pretty much. Words are already words. I mean, words are hard, yo. Especially when, like, I have a hard time reading dialogue as is in the first place, and then we're, like, adding in, like, pirate shanty dialogue into this now. Like, that becomes even harder. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry, and their work suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. 'Tis a struggle to get 'em to leave the farmhouse of a mornin'. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Yeah, I'll just destroy them all. Good lad. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. Hell yeah. I suggest you by having a look around the seasoned grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though, senpai. I couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, okay? Okay. I'll be careful. I will try to be careful. I need to say that a few more times, you know? Okay, where are we going? I'm not flying. I got a claw. The claw is holding me. Let's go. Okay, where are we going? Where are these? Now, question for all of you guys. When I start getting to the point where I'm doing dungeons, should I run the dungeon unsynced or synced? If you guys don't know what that is, let me know and I can always explain it too. Because I've been trying to decide on what I want to do with it. Oh, it's down here. I have not been able to decide personally whether which method I want to go about doing. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. The stone monument. What's going on here? Okay. Interacting with it. Shenanigans are happening. And you are about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the oh yeah, okay, that's fine. Normal difficulty. It's gonna be synced. That's fine.
I am the waves that bear.
Dialogue.
I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die.
Who is this? Who is it?
Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone.
Why do I not remember her name? Oh, that's gonna bother me. Y'shtola?
Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa Lominsa live their lives.
Explain, please. What that mean? What I was asking was, when in a dungeon, you can run it either synced or unsynced. Synced means that it'll bring my level down to whatever level the dungeon is. So like, I'm level 50. If I do like a level 15 dungeon, I'll have to do it with people. Or if I run it unsynced, I would end up doing it. I would go into it being level 50, and I would like one-shot everything. Might as well say blah 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 like Dracula in Hotel Transylvania. I mean, you know, it's tomato tomato right there, it's Cloud.
It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea.
Okay.
Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms.
I am.
I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark.
You 100% did. Potato, potato. Exactly. Oh god. Oh, it's that thing. Let's go deal with it. Let's get it. Oh, it looks pissed.
As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence.
It is
Nor
not.
is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked.
I mean, tater tots? Yes, please. Yes, that does sound good, actually.
Who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait.
That is a good
Let
question.
us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Who is doing this? Oh, she's a healer. Perfect. Oh, I'll never die now. If she's a healer and I'm a warrior, oh man. Chicken tendies. Oh. Attack this guy. No. This guy. Come here. Hey. Focus on me. Rari, a spud confirmed. I mean, I never denied it, to be fair. Hey. I don't think I have... Oh, I don't have that yet, do I? No. Get them! Get rid of these guys. Cloud, stop making me hungry. What's wrong with being hungry? There's nothing wrong with that. There we go. Keep his focus. No, don't get her. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Get him. Get him. Come on. Okay, we can finish these guys off now. Oh, they do. Okay, we do way more damage to these guys. Okay, I'm not even worried about them. Easy. Let's go. Ooh, I'd say synced if you want the feel for playing again. Unsynced if you just want a refresher. Okay. I mean, I guess probably a better idea if I do it synced, because it's going to force me to do cutscenes like this synced anyways. To Chicken Tendy's place. Good luck on your adventures. Oh, it's the crystal. That's right, the crystal of memories. I can't remember what the crystal actually does. I just know that it gives me like a vision or something. It's alive. Yes. Okay, what's going on? It's really bad that I don't remember any of this. This is how long it's been since I've played. We have unlocked the first crystal, apparently. But it doesn't tell us anything yet. Group 2 Chicken Tendy's place? Hell yeah. What are we thinking? It's like, what's happening? Not you. Oh, is this the memory from the past? Oh, it is. This is from during the war. Let's go. Ba, 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 ba.
Crystal bearer.
Is the crystal talking to me? I mean, I'm pretty sure it is.
I am Hydaelyn, all made one. A light
The crystal is
there once
Hydaelyn?
was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim.
What's causing it to be dim?
And as it hath faltered, so hath
Chicken
darkness
tendies. I'm a
risen
speed and pick up
up
Cloud and
in its
Andy.
stead.
Good luck on the tendies adventure.
To life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
So I'm saving them. But what is causing them to go into that
The
darkness?
power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
Gumbo? Ooh, gumbo does sound good. Gumbo does sound good. Oh, it's the crystal. It's like the main crystal.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Okay. Who's that? Oh, is that like another adventurer? Oh, they're going in. They're going in. How much of this story do you remember, Andy? Out of curiosity. And are you going to be playing 6.0 when it drops in November?
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Okay. So it hasn't really given me too much information yet, so I don't entirely know what's happening.
Awake
Look,
again, are we?
I mean, yeah.
Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought.
Interesting. But what caused it?
See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back.
Oh, someone triggered him.
I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope.
Was it the pirates?
It would
The
appear
pirates.
our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion.
Oh, I called it.
Piratical being the most probable. In
Pir-
any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was
Affliction.
rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether?
I did not run out of aether. Aether.
I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations.
You're learning new things. You didn't even know I went to the crystal world.
Continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business.
Okay. So his people
The
are
days
doing it.
ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
I mean, I know we're gonna run into each other again. But yeah, I kind of feel the same way, Andy. Like, I don't remember much of this story at all. The thing I do remember is that this first expansion that I'm going through is the slowest of them all, but then it just keeps getting better and better from this point. By the way, Yashola. See, that's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Yashola, but I'm not 100% sure. That is what I thought. What do you, I got my little, like, mount for clearing the raid tier. Do, 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 ba. Senpai, right glad am I to see you safely return. My lads were all gabbing about, hearing about what sounded like all seven hells breaking loose near the grotto, and I feared I'd sent you to your death. If you were in the middle of that commotion, I hope it yielded something of interest. I'd hate to think you'd risk your life for naught. Yeah, I dealt with this thing. Shenanigans. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew at the cave, eh? Aye, I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farm hands back to a life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and set a maddened gaboo on you. Aye, the pirates have been added to their numbers of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. Okay. So it's not your people. It's just people that are trying to take your people. You met someone else at the grotto. A woman with a strange contraption. Aye, Yestola. You called it, Andy. She's been in Linsa Laminsa for a good while now. Her studies on the Aether often bring her out to Summerford farms. So her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you. But she's not the kind of to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Where trust should be lacking is in those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate pasts. The temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Senpai. If it weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in a far worse state than it is. Just you keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? Help bring Linsa the brighter future she deserves. I love how the story this whole expansion and the whole story just starts with me being like, let's go check out this farm. I remember the rogue story being very memorable. See, I want to go. I don't know. I want to go through and do that at some point as well. I need to go through and play those lab results. Okay, I already know that stuff. Cause most of the the character stories, like the samurai, the warrior, and all of those, I don't know most of those. So I might do those as well as a stream at some point where after I finish this whole expansion, maybe go in and just do this as well. Cause why not? That sea sloth Severin and his law never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting these things done, but then the rapscallion would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Selwyn would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. Okay. Let's see, there's someone down here, I think. Let's see. Where are you? Nope. Nope. Somewhere around here. There's gotta be someone here. Isn't there someone way down here somewhere? Or some shenanigans? Isn't it? Oh, there he is. It's hiding off in the gore. Fall damage, no big deal. I mean, luckily, they don't do fall damage too much in this game. You get fall damage, but you never can die, which is kind of nice. And since, I'm level 50, and I'm in an area that everything's level 5, I don't really need to worry about anything ever aggroing him. Oh, shit, I missed. I don't even know what he said. I got distracted. Stage question. If I would come back to... I probably will not. No? How come you're... Out of curiosity, how come you're not going to go back to it? Just because it's being too busy, or just not interested in the game anymore? There he is. Urimus. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days? Wanton slaughter? You bet your beard I did, lad. Aye, those were the days. I reckon now I'll have to be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. Yeah, you will. 100%. You will die to fall damage, by the way, in combat. Yeah, no, I know I can if I'm in combat, but luckily I don't have to really worry about that out here. I will later when I get to the higher level areas for sure. There he is. My little feet can only run so fast. So Sandward sent you, and what do you reckon I say to that? I saw serious so. Damn right, didn't get where I am by talking guff from any glorified gardeners, but I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. Yeah, you will. You're gonna go. Listen. End of story. Can't. Gotta go this way. Potato feet, 100%. Okay, let's go. Boom. Nope. One. Go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, unfortunately, I just had bad experience with my old FC, and it just doesn't feel like that appealing anymore. That's fair. That is completely valid and fair on that one. Oh, everyone's driving the car. That's right, because that event is going on right now. Yeah, I remember you talking about all the experiences that you had with your old FC, and I remember it was like really bad. I am Severin, you old man's errand boy now? I am. Tell my dear old captain not to wet his birches. I'll be along. Oh, and just for so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. Nah. Bum 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 bum. Let's see, where's the last guy? He's somewhere on this floor in this area. There he is, Walter. You missed the dude. The music is great. Work, ha! Can't work when my hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager me last skill you'd never guess what I'm drinking. Wine. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Seller's chores if it will afford me a taste of proper grog. Yeah, go do your job. Yeah, the music is definitely like a highlight in this game. I do appreciate that they make like for the different mounts they put like if they were from a raid or anything they put the music of the raid for the mount when you're riding it. But I do wish that they did that with more of the mounts because there's a lot of mounts where all of where a handful of them just have like the same music and I'm like, this is kind of boring. You continue to impress, lad. All but Servant are accounted for. It's no fault of yours he swarmed out. I've let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. Yes, put him in his dirt. Pains me to say, but all of the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. It's just unfortunate. Spotify. I mean, I don't think it's on Spotify, unfortunately. It's just unfortunate that the family and former friend drama is preventing me from playing a game that I truly adored. I have family music from Ragnarok. That was kind of cool, but it left a bad taste in my mouth afterwards. I mean, that's completely fair, Andy. That's completely fair. Pained me to say, but all the... Oh, I already read that. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I am fully aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard tell of improper tradings with goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Servant. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me. Senpai, I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Okay, I can do that. Bop. Bum, bum. Let's go find this guy. Let's get him. He's somewhere around here. Oh, he's like way over here. Okay. It's so hard to not fly. Like, every time I jump, I'm like, I want to fly, but I should be good. Bloody hells, I'm up to straight without a paddle. Doubt. I'm gonna doubt you. What's this now? Sailworm sent you for the oranges, huh? So the old bugger had known all this time? Arg. What does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventure types, right? Go rescue me mates from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. But I was told to question... Fine. Fine. Ba-da-da-da. Dead. I think I killed them all. I did. I just one-shotted them all. It's great. I owe you one. Yeah, you do. I just saved you. Aiding you as well, because I might as well. I don't have a choice in the matter. Servant sent you? Ha! The way he flew out of here, I was sure he sold us down the river. Wow, so he's a coward. That explains so much. Let's see here. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. 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 You saved me, mates, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed. I couldn't clean up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame. I have no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you this sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Austin and send him my regards. Coward. Chicken wing, chicken wing. Yes. I'm like trying to think like what's the reference that I have like I've heard the cut of your jib somewhere recently, but I can't remember where. Eats popcorn while waiting for dinner. Ooh, that does sound good. I mean, there's plenty of cutscenes and everything that'll be happening, so popcorn works for this. Because we're just going through a story. Aussie. What have we here? A delivery from Summerford Farms, and as scheduled. Ha! There's a first time for everything. There is. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About the only things not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Here's Sailworm's payment full. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. Ooh. Okay. Go back to Summerford Farms. I can teleport to there, because I would have the teleport by now. So I don't have to run there. Let's go. The crystals make it so much easier to get around. Alright. Look at this mount. I'm on a freaking ghost. Yes. Back in one piece. That's a relief. How did you fare? It's okay. We did okay. This is what I'm aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed, alright. Though, I'd be telling you false if I claimed I had not held out more hope on Serpent. I was even willing to overlook the skirmish off the top, but to sell us all short in favor of those god-forsaken goblins? Shame, shame. You do well to mind yourself around the two guild cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. I mean, you're not wrong on that. Oh, there you are. Blast! At this rate, the crops will never be ready. I like the cut of your jeeve. Right? Yes. Candy. Candy sounds good. Mine is mango habanero. Okay, real talk here. What is your... Mango habanero is a good go-to. I do enjoy that flavor. Whenever I go to Buffalo Wild Wings, that's usually one of the flavors that I'll usually go for. Blast. At this rate, we'll never be ready. If only we had black loam. just a bit would send us our stocks soaring. I'll bet whoever that is, Rotwerda, I don't even know, knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. Okay, let's go. Whatever the Korean sweet spicy flavor is, I can't remember. It's something. That Gurkansk got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some from the cookpot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon the aurochs wild that dwell there. Once you've 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to Prefwal at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. Okay. I mean, that name. Jesus, that name. Bum, bum, bum. You like most of them? I mean, most of them are pretty good. I usually, for myself, I'll usually go for like a spicy one at first, and then I'll like I'll get one that's like really spicy usually, and then one that's like more tolerable. That way I can kind of flex between them. Yeah, these guys aren't gonna do anything to me. They're like, yeah, we don't mess with you. You're too strong for me. One black loam. 2 black loam. 3 black. If you had to pick a favorite cloud, what would be your favorite flavor out of all of them? Where am I going? Back to there. Totally wasn't flying. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Perfwal? Perfwal? I don't know. Or even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt. Here's some blackworm. Or whatever it is. I don't even know. But a bit of this black loam ought to change all that. I have seen any in ages. Gathering black loam is not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomach, eh? Oh, don't tell me Gerchon Rotwerda neglected to mention where black loam comes from. Well, surely you figured it out on your own from the colonial stage. It comes from the Aurochs' lair, of all places. Ahem. Well, why dwell on who mistled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the black loam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. Wow, I picked up poop. It's a tie between mango and Cajun. Cajun's really good. I looked up Korean chicken on Google, and Vaughn's came up. That's funny. Why the hell would Vaughn's come up? That doesn't make any sense in any way, shape, or form. That's funny. Confounded pirates, they know nothing of tilling, only killing, stealing our shovels to melt and forge into axes of all things. They're biting the hand that feeds them, the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson in obedience myself, if I hadn't sworn to Staleworm that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they're sown. Got it, let's go. Let's beat some people up. Who am I beating up? Oh, these guys. I can just kill. I also love honey barbecue, as it's similar to sweet style barbecue that Kansas City is known for. It doesn't have any head, so it isn't my favorite. What do you mean it doesn't have any head on it? Dead. Oh, you're gonna actually attack me? Okay. Bye. Dead. So the rest of them are smart. They're like, no, we don't touch you. Hydrate! Oh, heat? Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, they don't have any head. What? Is it? There we go. Talk to this guy. We just beat them up. Boop, boop, boop. I wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. This, maybe? Ah, good to see the tool is back in serviceable condition, which will be more than we can say of Servant when we get our hands on him. The wretch likely had a role in the theft. Despite him meeting the pirates in secret, I did. I couldn't care less if the wastrels won't work. What? I couldn't care less if the wastrel won't work, but when he consorts with cupurses that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Wow, they're making up a lot of words here. Staleworm ought to know what sort of scallywag he's dealing with. Take a word to him, would you? Okay. I'm looking forward to be past this pirate zone because I'm really confused about half the dialogue that's happening. Or however he's... What? Draken... What? This way. Pirates making off with our tools. Perfwall did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood on my crops. But I'll be damned if Servant thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Punish him. Let's go. I've come to expect a great deal from you, lad, and you've never once let me down because of all the gardening stuff I've been helping with. Yet what I'd ask of you now goes beyond aught I've asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Of course. Let's hear it. Let's see what you've got to say. It eases my mind to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Servant by now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came from him, he's been skulking around in that manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off, with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he's wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. I guess. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I'd try asking Gernwerda at the Aetherite. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he is headed. Okay, so we're looking for him because he's done fucked up again. Okay, yeah, what? Is it Doc? What is that? I'm confused. Chimkin. I'm so confused. You guys have lost me already. I'm like, Chimkin, Dank Jang Jung. What? That's why I was a minute behind stream. I was like, why is my delay so long? Sweet and spicy chicken. Ooh, sweet and spicy chicken sounds pretty good. Was your delay really far behind? Is it better now? Because it should have been. I have it set up so it should be like minimal, like 10 seconds or something. Nothing passes through these gates escapes my notice. I saw the Rouser and his rabble set out for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sods said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up than sip whatever it was that had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure to give them a cuff around the ear from me, will ya? I accidentally set it to a minute behind. I wasn't. Oh, you like... Oh, gotcha. I forgot that you could do that. I forgot you could do that. Yeah, because I enabled DVR, I guess, on the recording options. So like, I guess that would do it. That's funny. Bum. Let's go. flying. This giant friggin' Bahamut is gonna fly. I'm over it. I'm flying. There. Almer. Oh, he looks injured. Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. What has he done? Claiming to take the lads out for a drink, only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. It doesn't get no lower than that. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead of the servant, so I was ready, but the others weren't so lucky. You've got to help them. What are we doing? What are we helping? Why? Okay. Let's go. I have chat popped out. Ooh, that's kind of nice that you can do that. Alright, so is it like full screen gameplay while you have the chat on the side or something, or Aramis or Aramis? I don't know. Adam. Let's see if there was like a thing that popped up on my Discord. One second. So I didn't log into Discord. One second. I'm gonna log in on my other screen. I thought my thing was on, but apparently it's not. Copy. Log in. I need the two-factor. I hate it. I hate it. But it's because I'm being responsible and I'm using two-factor, which is I know. There we go. Reddit, blah, blah. Okay. Wrong screen. There we go. Live stream. There we go. Oh, you're on your phone? That's kind of nice. Watching theater mode? Ooh. How do you like theater mode compared to, like, what Twitch and all that has? Or, like, I guess that would be a question for all of you guys. Like, all of you guys that are in there here. Like, what do you guys think of when comparing the two platforms so far? My ex may as well be a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better, or the sorry bastards in there are done for. What did they do now? Ooh, it's a cutscene. Severin might have got us into this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than be in that conniving bastard's death. To arms! Proceed. Cutscenes, let's go. A true knave, you betray even yourself, Severin. No, don't skip the cutscene. Ugh! We are prepared to overlook the matter of your discretion on the condition that you provide us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betray the Serpent Weavers twice. You will not do so a third time. I'm here. Battle me. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honorless wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it be, we shall take it. Oh God. It's him. It's what's his face? Oh, he's dangerous. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Oh shit. That's not good. Why would you summon a thing? So this is where the story really starts taking off a little bit. We just went from farming to fighting freaking golems. Okay, let's go. You are strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? What are you doing to me? I mean, I've already beaten it. There we go. That was easy. Can you withstand this? I just did. That the golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. He's gone. Sighed, the snake slithered away. I am only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. Hey, Y'shtola! Even though I don't know you're Y'shtola yet, you're Y'shtola. Losing it. I has food. Food is good. Oh, this is her, like, memories. Those pirates do not belong to any of the known Lamentian factions. Whom do they serve? The Beast Tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge of Sathkin and Cobalt activity. Something is afoot. The question is, what? So she's spying on people? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12. Help us if it should prove so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The seas continue to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. And ilm by ilm, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louis Fox foretold, or however you say it, I'm not entirely sure. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature immutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Shangrian ring more true. I have boop boop messages on my phones that don't go away. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see Aether, yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlian seem commonplace. Attention, attention. Here, for you. Have you come for the festivities? Today, the Maelstrom officially makes that great hole in the sea its training ground. Join in the celebrations. What? Tenders? Tenders, yes, tenders. What did you get for food, by the way, Cloud? Chinese. Ooh, that does sound good. Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow. But whence does it emanate? Season Grotto, perhaps? Or Seasong Grotto? Seasong Grotto. What kind of Chinese did you go with? But did you get like stir fry or... What have we here? Can you walk? I'll smack right if you share. Why am I being smacked? That is not nice. Not nice. That's all I gotta say to that. 'Tis I, regrettably. No, he eluded me. Understood. I will inform the Commodore. Okay, okay. You collapsed from your exertion. Are you suitably recovered? Severin here has appraised me of all that transpired. His account shed some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton, and are saved when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. I got my usual. What's your usual? But then those tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They are the minions of the Sagrin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first, I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Styleworm will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay him a visit. Beef and broccoli, orange chicken. Ooh, that's all sounds delicious. Ah, he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Yastola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the aether in the hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I owed you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would have been dead and all. 'Tis a debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms, and I'll face the consequences. Good. Oh, that felt good. For reasons I cannot fathom, you seem... Forgive me. Mayhaps we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshaled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell. I'm like, where are we going? What's going on? What's happening? I am a snowman. This is like one of my favorite mounts. I hide in it, and I'm like, peekaboo! Like, you can't wait. It's weird. Like, I lift the head, and I'm like, where are we going? I see it. Bum, 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 bum. Stale worm. Olaf's cousin. I mean, pretty much. The sizing is pretty accurate. Well, I knew you'd return. Your shoulder delivered Severin a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. How dare you skip Halloween and go to Christmas? I mean, I'm kind of rouletting it a little bit, so it's not my fault. I blame the game. 100% the game. Your shoulder... The rest came suffering back too. A lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. It's me who's to blame for that. That and the rest. I was once a Serpent Weaver. A thrall to the Shanghin, 7 L's. Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're not but the fishbacks flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's a thing we won't do. We've got a code, see, but the Reavers never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Lemnians. I'd only just taken my oath when our captain bent the knee to his new Shanghin masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home. Summerford Farms. The trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long around here, and word soon spread, all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead. My freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter... I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy soiling myself. Aye, but we got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear 'em talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. But that, as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that, I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There will always be a place for you here at Summerford Farms, lad. And I'll always be in your debt. Oh, look at them being nice to each other. I owe you a debt too. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men of my farms. If I could ask one more favor of you, it'd be this. Tell Badern what's happened, from start to finish. I'm certain he'd put in a good word for Severn if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know who the Yellow Jackets listen to. Well, I reckon I've asked all I can possibly ask of you. Safe travels, my son. Go back to the Drowning Wench, which is over here at Limsa. Yes. Boom, 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 boom. Teleporting. Go. Ethernet, Av Castle. Let's go. Wow, this person's just like stab him in the freaking gut. Not nice. Ba da ba 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 da 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 da. Well, you see here, bloody hell, life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. That's Sean. But you need worry yourself over Severn. The Yellow Jackets out of the punishment is a good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to communicate the lad's senses from Engen to Neil Holland. Wow. Kind of gent that he is. Wow. Can't say words. I'm only jesting with you. I'll see he's treating fair. Now, it sounds to me like you've done everything all Sailworm asks of you and more. Just find me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged. As for a world, well, she's a lonely lad, this John wench of mine. Oh, do you fancy keeping her company for a spell, with free room and board? Venturing's a trying business after all. Them as don't rest their bones every now and again tend to end up with broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly so much fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got it? Good. There's always be a free bed for you, so make use of it. That's how I got the... Okay. Not that you'll have much time for lying around. What with all the levs you'll be doing. Oh, didn't I mention? I'm putting your name down for levs. Our guild draws all manner of clients, offering all manner of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed at how much folk pay to avoid doing an honest day's labor. Just give whatever her name is a shout whenever you feel like making a few extra gil. She'll always have some tasks for you. Here for it. Here for it. And it's all about board. In case you're wondering, we're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side in her. Unlike some pirate I could mention, I tell you, if it turns out they ought do with them kidnappings, there's be 7 hells to pay. A proper bleeding, reckon. Mayhap it's what Limson needs, though. On rough seas, sometimes you have to rock the boat to right it. But we'll have time for such talk when we're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the wrench's hospitalities. Wow. Woo! You have now access to recommendations. This feature displays a list of quest opportunities currently available in your area. Oh, okay. I already know all that. I was like, why are they telling me this? I should know though. Level 10. How do you fare, Rory? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then, I have an idea of where you might try heading next. I have heard of the Skylift out in the middle of Lenoska. If you've ever visited Woad Whisper Canyon, then you must have been up and down the thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to haul cargo up the cliff face and labor that and they could use enterprising soul to pick up the odd jobs what no other bugger has time to deal with. Track down the Eid of Operation bloke by the name of whatever that name is, and it'll be sure to put you to work on a task or two. Let's go. Okay. We're going to the Skylift. Let's see where that is. It's there, so I can teleport to Summerford Farm, because I've been there. Let's go. Ba, ba, ba. This is one of my less favorite mounts. I don't know why. It's just, for some reason, I don't vibe with this one as much. Partially because of the music. The music is kind of obscure. And I don't feel for it. Is this Halloween enough? Worker hit. Badron sent you out here, did he? Then consider yourself welcome to the Skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will ya? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through, though, so this Messelwood employees was our solution to the problem. No? Damn. Well, one of them at least. If the gods were kind and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle me growing list of headaches. So am I doing all the work now? Is that what's happening? I hope not. Glad I'm to see you again, lad. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity that sprang out from a million corn seeding in his cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over to the side before turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recover that seedling, and deliver it to Lufulf over at Swift Perch in Western Lenoska. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant, and you deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll also find an aetheryte in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. Okay. That work. Is this Halloween enough? Does like a death claw count as Halloween? It carries me around like a piece of trash. Look at this. I am a piece of trash. Done. Done. Who wants to fight me? I gotta go to Western Lenoska now. Let's go. Now this is definitely not Halloween feely at all. Still no? God. So what you're telling me is I can't win, essentially. This way? This way. Has Naimea herself forsaken this desolate land? Though I understood there were risks in gambling my entire fortune on a crop of millicorn, I at least expected the seedling to be delivered before disaster struck. Here's a seed. Is that my millicorn seedling? A joyous day. It may seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus, I mean to restore a modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, sir, seem fit to burst with vim and vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this ailing settlement? I guess apparently I'm still helping everyone with farming here. If it's not terrifying, then no. I mean, that's fair. I don't think I have any mounts that are like terrifying, quote unquote. Like, I don't know, maybe that guy. Yeah, the one-eyed thing would probably be the closest thing that would be like maybe considered terrifying. Beyond that, it's like, not so much. Not so much. You there, adventurer, cast your eyes towards the brewer's beacon. Does the light not seem uncommonly weak? It cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ships sailing in the bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty-bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favor if you could make a visit to the brewer's beacon and see if it has been befallen Conswers, the lighthouse keeper. All these names, yo, they're always so obscure. Oh, speaking of it, the one-eyed mount. I love how that just randomly popped. It's like it knew that we were talking about it somehow. You say Yellowjack sent you here? Me light's growing dim, has it? Well, oh, curse it, bloody has. The bomb that fuels me furnace has up and buggered off, you see. If I don't get the beacon fixed up soon, there'll be trouble in the water. I know you're just a messenger lad, but I can tell a venture when I see one. I'm going to need you to chase down that bomb and bring back a claw that ripped from its smoldering corpse. Take this here iron brazier and set her down in the middle of the flock somewhere near the scarecrow, I say. You get a nice fire going, and that frisky bomb will soon be about. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows, lad. Okay. That's acceptable? Okay. Does a giant crab count as terrifying? That thing is actually kind of scary. I would not want to deal with that thing at all, in any way, shape, or form. We're going this way? How much MGP do I have, by the way? Oh, I could go buy the mount right now. That is good to know. No. So what you're telling me is if you came up against a giant crab that was like 3 times your size, you'd be like, I got this. Okay. Cloud's got this. He's ready. Get out of here. There we go. This mountain's kind of fun. It just spins me. I'd be so dizzy. I feel like I should help them. Should we help them? Nah. Nah, I got my journeying to do. Is he fishing? Oh, he's totally fishing. I didn't realize you could. What? Get out of here. You'll befriend it instead. I want to see this. All you need to do is take down that runaway bomb and bring me one of its little claws. I did. Hi, you got the ashy bastard, did you? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of luck while you was gone, and Limalians cursed me if the furnace weren't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. I patched things up as best I could, but I ain't no smithy. You might want to have a chat with that yellow jacket friend of yours in Swift Birch and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. Okay, I could do that. This music is great. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well. I shall write up the relevant reports, but these repairs must needs be effected without delay. It seems I have another favor to ask of you, adventurer. Take yourself straight away to the Armorers Guild in Limsa and explain the situation to Forge Master Huzzah. Huzzah! Limsa. It's on the upper deck somewhere. Boo. Oh. This way, somewhere. Why is my ear so itchy? Oh my gosh. It actually bothers me. Oh man, it's gonna bug me. The furnace in the Brewer's Beacon needs repairs. Bayergot's beard. I just sent someone out to tinker with it. Not a week passed. Mayhaps the bomb Conswiz had trapped in there was a touch too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work is done here, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. You're gonna send me on a journey, aren't you? Let's go. What say you to talking on some work from Nalquid and wow, all these names. We've got a great hulking warship to build and could certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Atburn, the head of shipwright in Morabi dry docks. We forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armorers Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks found in the south of Lower Lenoska. That's also where you'll find the main offices of Naldik and Vimel. The Morabi dry docks is one of Lumsalumin's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure you'll not regret attuning yourself to the area's aetheryte. If you're no confidence in your sense of direction, you'd be best served making use of the Chocobo Porters, first floor to the mizzen mast, in case you were wondering. Should you choose to take the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city through the Tempest Gate and follow the road south. May the navigator guide your steps. Okay, thanks for the heads up, because I would have been very lost. It's that way, it's Lower Lenoska. This way. Why is he telling me to go somewhere else? What the hell was that? Okay. Yeah, it's like down that way, but I haven't. This is cool music. They updated some of the music on some of these mounts. You have a missive for me for a missive. Wow, for me from Forge Master Hanza. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over a moon pass. Let's see it then. Here we go. Here's a message. Blast and bothering. Another delay. I am well aware of this shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. Sigh, my apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? It's my name. It's mine. Okay. Rari, is it? Well, Rari, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory, the first new vessel to grace the docks since the Calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstром's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It is the symbol of Lumsalumin's rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. Thus, we were striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the Valkrasi? I don't know. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be fair warned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Okay. Where in the seven hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment, and now 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Philsmid, maybe, recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa Laminsa, but has yet to return. I have sent several missives to Haldbroda, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, and I severely doubt he's telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead and inform Haldebroda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Wow. Rude. We're sending people off? That's kind of aggressive. Not gonna lie. And does that self-righteous dog ever doubt that I've never told him anything less than the truth? Ah! Don't fall. Damn it. Doubt. Or, being able to spell things properly would be helpful, actually. Because I didn't spell that correctly. Doubt. I'm doubting you, yo. Turtleback Island? He cannot do that, can he? I swear my poor Nana's grave. Navigator, rest her soul. I know not of this filmerd, nor his precious supplies. Hells, we were at the quay, have not had enough trouble these past few suns. What with the sinking of that Limnician cargo ship off the Salt Strand, I haven't had the time to take a proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that wanders off in the grip. Halbrodas has a suggestion for the kind of adventurers. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you must certainly have the time to get that arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows, you may just run across this Fieldmer. Why are the names so confusing? Everyone seems eager to find. Here's to hoping the Navigator hasn't found him yet. Who is the Navigator? Hi, it's you. I'm Philmerd. I'm gonna say Phil. Phil. Hi, Phil. You say the foreman's wondering on me whereabouts? I thought he might be, but you must know, I cannot show me face at the dry docks until I've righted the terrible wrong I caused. 2 nights past, I made the trip from the dry docks to the Candlekeep Quay, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs, so I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time we was halfway twixt shore and ship, the swells had risen to nigh on 10 yalms, and 'twas long afore the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into the Limnician galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone. The cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the salt strands. I has made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are calling with Kiarn, and I ain't one with a sword. And now you see why I cannot return to the dry docks. So I have to go get his things. Okay. I got this. Got it. Let's go. This way. Come here. Oh, you guys didn't die in one hit. Get out of here. I want the helm. Bye. Bye. Here we go. Die. Just axe you in your face. It's fine. It's fine. Folded sailcloth. Okay. Get out of here. One shot. One tap. Dead. Loki, why are you being whiny? Loki's being a brat. Alright. That night I was tossed to the sea like some dollar rags, and it weren't long before the world round me faded to black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the 7 L's, and I woke to find myself washed ashore, and here's I've been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage me master's cargo. 1, 2, 3. Here's your cargo. The missing parts! I didn't know how I can repay you. Oh, I don't know. I'll deliver the supplies right away, but first I must stop by the quay so that I might pay my respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Berm that I'll be back at the dry docks by daybreak? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. So I am now going from being a farmer to a shipwright, where I'm looking for equipment. My job titles are slowly advancing. Or like a messenger, I guess, technically. Because I'm not, like, delivering things, necessarily. Not yet, at least. There we go. I'm relieved to hear that both Phil and the supplies are unharmed, though it was foolish of him to believe that I would blame him for that which was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas were adjacent to the dry docks. What? You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to the dry docks were as calm as a stumbling child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candlekeep Quay was of a less natural sort. The sort which the Sanghen have been known to conjure. Okay, so someone caused the wreckage. Rari, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Nidhogg Velm. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. I've only helped him once. Apparently once is enough. Gimhoda, head of the watch here at the dry docks, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance in investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all impediments endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their pockets with a few handful of coins, just the thought of it sickens me. Let's go take care of them. Where are we going? Speak to Gimhelv. This way. Can't be too far, right? It's this way. Maybe? Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-da bum. Bum 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 bum. Hi, Storm Captain. I'd readjust. There we go. Ah, yes. I had a feeling you would be the one at Bermsen. Since you first arrived at the Marauder dry docks, I have had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It is simply protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That, and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well then. I assume Atburn informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates we believe are conspiring to raid the dry docks were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men posing as a lost adventurer and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. Kanago, stationed at the rear gates, can provide you with an exact location of the camps. Okay, let's go. Do I need to have gear that I wear? Is this like one of those missions where I have to like put something on? Does that mean I need to go find the gear? Rare! I knew it! No more sardines for Kanhogo. Tonight I shall dine on the finest salmon of the peninsula. Why, well, I had a little wager going with some of the other guards on who Atburn would recommend for the next job. Mine money was on you. And the job, yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Namea, the spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. So, let's go confront some people. Oh, it's this way. That's right. Okay. Okay. Woo, cutscenes. I'm giving you to the count of 9 to step back on that path and carry your adventuring arse back down to whatever rock it is you crawled out from under. You see, eyes added up to me ears with your type. Thal's balls. Once we have my boy back, I'll be putting this godforsaken pistol of an island so far behind me, ain't no one will remember I was here for. Come on, Scrags. We knives to sharpen. I missed that last quote because I accidentally skipped it. I'm kinda sad. I don't know what he was saying. Oh well. It's okay. It's one dialogue box, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I should go pick up that car, by the way. So the trespassers are indeed pirates, and they are indeed planning something. But what is this talk of getting me boy back? Could it be that their target never was the victory? Something is not right, and I won't sit by idly waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. Yes! I am concerned, Rari. It appears that the pirates I had you investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer to the dry dock, so I must assume they mean to target the Victory herself. That ship is the symbol of everything Limsa Luminsa strives to become, and I will not allow those base scoundrels to lay a finger on her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion, and you are just the man to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guards submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either Ursworth at the front gate or Kanoga at the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. Okay. Ah! Dizziness. Hail, adventurer. Got to have another hand aboard to help shore up security. Gods know our reports would sit on Gim's desk gathering dust if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though, I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty Heart. I'd take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks. That way? Shifty-eyed sailor, get 'em. Alright. Boss, spotted me, did ya? Well, you're too late. Well, what's to happen is already happening. What? That doesn't sound good. No? You're not gonna let me jump down there? Come on. Really? Fine. Ooh, cutscenes. Let's go. So you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were the right adventurer to ask for aid, but what could those knaves be planning? What's to happen is already happening. Captain! Trouble at the shipyard! Ah! Easy now, shoulder. Soldier, wow, soldier, shoulder. Who did this to you? Pirates, out of nowhere. Got me good. Gods below, we are not prepared for this. The pirates, soldiers, how many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. Explosives? Then there is no time to lose. Go. Shoulder, right? I accidentally said shoulder instead of soldier. Rari, you heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage those intruders. I will see to this man's wounds, then follow after. I mean, you know, you never know. It could be anything. Make haste, now. Where am I going? What do I do? What do I do? I don't know where to go. Report. Nope, not that way. This. Do I need to go deeper? No. Yeah. This is this way. This way. This way. This way. Oh shit. Oh god. Why? Come on. I'm actually kind of. Oh shit. If you heal him. Oh no. You're dead. Let's go. Have you played much in terms of MMOs out of curiosity, Cloud? Or are you more of like a primarily a League player? What's going on? Do I have to fight him? God, never reckoned it'd be this easy. Still don't trust those slimy bastards, but their plan worked like a charm. Duh, what are you doing? You great bloody fool. What are you doing? Shut your trap. This'll all be over soon. All that's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Why are we blowing things up? It's not very pleasant. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important this ship is? What it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me treacherous backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life to become a shipwright and building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What under Liam's wide green ocean made you take up with these self-righteous shits? You're the one with no bloody sense, duh. Don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but that era is over. Are they siblings? Are they related? Ah, I wonder why Abram never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. They are! Okay, that's kind of interesting. This ship's a symbol of right, of everything that went wrong with the world, and I mean to shatter it into 100,000 pieces. Rude. Gimtola, Rari, pray beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the victory. Let's go. Bring it on. I play pretty much anything that won't bore me. I mean, that's a good way to go about it, I would say. Come here. Focus on me. Hey, no, focus on me. Where the fuck did you guys come from? Oh, they're gonna just keep showing up, actually. Never mind, I'm not gonna deal with that. I gotta kill this guy off, because I feel like they're gonna... There's no point. Is someone healing this person? Okay, you're a good guy. I'm like, who keeps healing him? Oh, there's a bunch of people. Oh, come here, come here. One down. Oh, you're healing. You die. The healer gets to die first. And then now you die. Come here. Dude, the freaking captain took care of all of those guys. All by himself, pretty much. When it comes to games for yourself, are you more of... Do you like games that have a story to them, or games that have more of like a challenge to them? Like, what tends to pull your attention more often than anything? I must be getting old, letting some green venture get the best of me. Duh. Duh. Ow. Have I got call time or anything yet? Weeds? No, I don't need a weed store. Cough. That's one big bloody ship. Big and nasty looking. You made that, did ye? I guess it depends. What would it depend on? Out of curiosity. Also, I'm surprised we haven't gotten call info. I need to look up and find out what's going on with my call times. What's that? Central cast. I'm trying to find out why I haven't gotten information for my workday tomorrow. Because I should have gotten. 30 seconds. Let's find out what's going on. Profile. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like one of those where it's like they've confirmed us, but then haven't sent us information. No, they haven't even confirmed it yet. Okay. So it's in the air. If it interests you or not. Okay. What are your thoughts on like a game like this? I know like right now it's kind of hard to gauge because like I'm doing the beginning of the story, and like the story is like the hardest way to gauge this, especially the first expansion story. My thanks. I shudder to think what may have become of the victory without your intervention. The pirates have made a right mess of things. I'd best get to sorting out the docks, and my thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Ever did my father have a way of turning my life upside down? What? That was weird. Pray convene my thanks, and my apologize to Gimtora. Do 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 do. How fare ye? I cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsa from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems our security regimen will require much in the way of improvement if we are truly to keep the dry dock safe. Oh, I don't even know. Why do they have to have such a weird name? Apologizes? Well, I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But in time, I believe he will come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past this anguish is to see the victory completed and in the water. By the by, the pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Reiner's men will be taking them over for investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have the time to spare, I would ask of you another favor. Depends if the quests and such are doable. Like are you talking about in this game specifically, or just like in general? The quests in this game are super doable. Rory, in light of your role in recent events, there are few others to whom I would entrust this task. Since we last spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effects of XIV words. The pirate behind the plot to sabotage the victory. This missive was penned in the most unusual script, a script we believe to be some manner of code. Needless to say, anything with which a proven enemy of Limsa deems worthy of enciphering is like to be of great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none among us can make any sense of the message. In cases such as this, I am told the Yellow Jackets won't to turn a Badron and his convenient connections. Thus, I would have you deliver this missive to the proprietor of the Drowning Wench into his hand and no other. Do you understand? In general, yeah, they're pretty doable for the most part. Before I go to Limsa, I'm gonna go and get my car. Where is it? Gold Saucer. I want to get my car. They're doing a Final Fantasy 15 event right now, where you can get the car they drove in the game. And I missed it last time because it was when I was taking a break in the game, like before I even started streaming, before I did anything. This way. Oh my god, there's so many people here. Holy cow. I didn't do my tickets. Might as well do that real quick. Okay, let's see here. What do we get? What do we got? If it sums up, what's my biggest number? 6 is my big prize. 9. 6. 2. Okay. So that's an 8. It can be anything higher. I could go for this. Let's go. Yes. I only won 40. Lame. It's kind of lame. Alright, it's here. We got this. And we got this. And then we got this. Alright. So 3. There's a potential that the corner could be a 1. Can't be a 2. That needs 3, which isn't possible. Take that chance. Lame. Okay. Let's see here. 119. Okay, it's a little bit better. What was my best prize I could have won? 119, 108, 154. See, that's what I keep forgetting to check. I should be checking to see, did I at least win the best I could have won? I think that's everything. I can only do it 3 times. Yep. Prize claim. Is it this here that I get the... shit. Forgot to look. Not armor, not accessories. Other? Coral, minion. I don't... Adamantoise, I have that. Fenrir. Gambler, Manderville. What is this? No. Is it here somewhere? Paper parasail. I don't know where you get it. Because it's not here. Am I missing it? Arms owner, triple triad trader, tab keeper, MGP exchange maybe? command not a... Why? Fine. I guess we won't do that for right now. That's fine. I'll do it later. Head back to Limsa. See how that goes. Bum, bum, bum. Ow. What was that noise? Boop. Alright. Let's see here. Aetherate. Aft Castle. What the heck is this? Someone like pinged me or something. I got thrown off. Why? Who's pinging me? Oh, it was Thea. I was like, what is going on? I was really thrown off. Like, who pinged me on Discord while I'm streaming? God, I see how it is. Oh well. That's it. Where do I go to get the... What's it called? Could be blind. Ahoy there! I've been hearing about your deeds at Dry Docks. Laid out the entire tale for me. Poor Sod was still reeling at his old man's part in the business, but at least you keep the victory from being sunk before she'd sailed. And for that, I owe you my thanks. You really made a name for yourself here in Limsa, lad. Folk know what they beat Summit do. Then you can push the... You need a summit doing? What that might be. Here's this thing. You want someone to read a message with funny letters for you? And thought I might know a man as it could? Well, let's see it then. I reckon I might know a canny bugger that can read stuff like this. Ugly sod by the name of Obadrin. Wow, a name that actually can be read somewhat. You know, you're like one of me regulars now, Rory. You've never let me down in Navigator Upham. I reckon I can trust you. Was right to want this message deciphered. We've got us some trouble in brewing, and are no mistake. Get ready for your action, and I'll explain. Okay. He has part 2 of the quest. Good to have you aboard, lad. Now where to start? I wonder how long this entire first part that I'm working on is. Back when I was younger and nastier, I earned me living as a salesward. In that business, if you wanted to know what your enemy was up to, you had to learn to read the orders you praised from the cold dead ends and its mates. That's how I came to read your message. I don't think I'll be able to keep up with a game like this though. Yeah, I mean it is a hard game to keep up with. Like it really depends on like how what you approach the game for, you know? Like if you're trying to go for it for a story, it can definitely be challenging. If you're going for it for like end game, like where it's like just challenging content and everything, like it has its own approach and it's like it can be very different. Truth be told, the script was only too bloody familiar. Them sanguine letters, lad, and I should know. I've gutted more fishback messengers than I can count. It gets worse though. The plan to blow up the victory is all in there, right down to the fine details. Looks like they meant to raise 8 kinds of ale in western Lenoska, then in the Maelstrom's new flagship in the confusion. The point being, the attack on the Victory weren't the act of a few rebellious pirates. 'Twas a key part of some canny bastard's grand plan. But if you're reading this right, the attack itself came much too early. I'll wager that they panicked when they saw you was onto them, rushed in to do the job, and buggered it up. Them tattoo-faced bastards, as they say, was praying Ambrian old man. They were with the Serpent Weavers, right? But none of them, their crew was there, was they? They have Summit better do... What? Did they have Summit better to do? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Wow, I can't read today. Or can I ever? Not really. 7 L's. I've got it all backwards. That mess of the Victory, that was meant to be the bloody distraction. The fishbacks ain't interested in the maelstroms, baby. They're after men. Just like they've always been. They're sending their pirates lackeys after a civilian target. This bit about raising L in western Lenoska, that's where it'll be. Summit tells me Swift Perch is about to get it, and it hard. It's like, I don't know what's happening. There's a rough translation of the message. Yeah, give me something that's English. Take it to the Commodore Rainer at the Coral Tower, and I'll tell him it's for a busy day. Oh, and give him an N and A. You can be damn sure I'll need one. I have like a hard time as is trying to read things, and then I get confused as hell, and it's terrible. Let's see here. Where do I go? Oh, I go to the Marauder Guild for this. Let's go. Ba 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 da ba 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 da. There we go. Ba 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 ba. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, dum. Oh god. This is my guild, since I am a warrior right now. Rainer. Wow, someone that actually has a name. You could see it on your character's face too. What do you mean? The confusion of all the names? Or the potato status? Or a little bit of both? Yes, I am Rainer. You must be the adventurer whose name seems to be on everyone's lips. You are to be commended for your part in thwarting the plot to destroy the Victory. Now, what can I do for you this day? You bear an urgent message from Badrin. Why do I get the feeling that my hopes for a quiet afternoon are about to be cruelly dashed? Tell me, what is afoot? This whole shenanigans. Both? Yeah, I mean, that's accurate. I would agree to that. You see his face and he's like, an assault on Swift Perch, but we've seen nothing to suggest the Serpent Weavers are massing for an attack. But it happened. Even so, it would be foolish to discount the possibility. Badrin is rarely wrong about such matters. Exactly. I will marshal the Yellow Jackets for battle immediately. The question is where to send them. While I concur with Badrin's assessment that the attack on the dry docks was intended as a diversion, Swift Perch is but one of several possible targets for the main trust. Commodore, sir! Report, now! It's the Sangren, sir. They've mounted a large-scale assault on South Tidegate and threatened to overwhelm our defenses within the day. The garrison requests immediate reinforcements. By the Navigator, it seems my decision has been made for me. Muster the troops and give the order to march. Okay. Okay. The Serpent Weavers are in league with the Sanghen, which means there is every chance this assault on Tidegate may yet prove to be another feint. The fact remains, however, that we can ill afford to ignore it, and that leaves Swift Perch vulnerable to those pirate traders. It is at times such as these that I wish the warrior of light yet walked among us, but wishes will avail us not. Senpai, you must serve in their absence. Make for Swift Perch. with all haste and lend your strength to the squads I can spare for the settlement's defense. Okay. 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 I don't think I've been there yet, technically. Oh, I haven't. I feel like that's cheating because I haven't been there yet, technically, in the story. So no, I'm not gonna do that. That's cheatery. I must go there manually first. Yeah, they like the interesting thing about how they approached this game was like they definitely had a hard time approaching the story and redeeming themselves when they first released this expansion, because when this is 2.0, and the reason why it's 2.0 isn't because it's the second expansion, but it's literally they took the game and remade it, which is why this expansion was called A Realm Reborn. Because when they originally made the game, when they had the 1.0 version, the game in of itself was so bad. Between the difficulty, the like, everything about it was so complicated. Where am I? I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Like, everything about the very first creation of the game was so bad that they had to shut down the game entirely, remake it from scratch, and then re-release the game. And this was the first expansion after all of that, which is why they ended up calling this whole expansion A Realm Reborn, because it was just a reborning of the entire world. There we go. How do I get there? What? Fisherman's Guild. Okay. That'll make it easier. So, like, when you ask anybody that's, like, really played through all the expansions in this game, a lot of people, this tends to be one of, like, the majority of people's least liked expansions, because this was, like, their first attempt at redeeming themselves. Like, a lot of people, like I myself as well, I would say like one of my favorite expansions was 5.0. Like, is just fantastic. Like the one that recently, why can I not go? Oh, I have to talk to the person. 5.0 was probably one of my favorite expansions, and then from there 2.0 was really good. Like 2.0 was fantastic, or not 2.0, 3.0, the next expansion after this. I'll port. Yes. 3.0 was really good, and then 4.0 was fairly good after that. So it'd be like 5, 2, or 5, 5, 3, 4, and then 2. Like, this is probably like the worst expansion of them all, but like, it's still fairly good. Why am I on a freaking like weird giraffe thing? I don't understand. And I'm very confused. But you know what? It's fine. Oh, I have been to. Why did I? Okay, wow. I have been here. God. And I could have just teleported. Struggling. Commodore Rayner sent word we'd be getting reinforcements, but I didn't expect him to send you. You certainly look like you've seen your share of action, though you bear little resemblance to the wide-eyed whelp I met fresh off the ferry. In any case, do you know what you're fighting for here? This place, Swiftperch, it was rebuilt by folk who stood strong in the face of every hardship the calamity threw their way, and we're not about to let some fish fancy scum claim the honor of being the ones who finally broke their spirits. Don't give those pirates bastards one bloody ilm, you hear me? Okay, battle! We go to war! Let's go. It's a very small war. Here they come! Get 'em! Get him. Oh, he looks terrified. Everyone else is like, we're ready. And that guy's like, I am out. Here now. I thought all of them yellow jacket worms was meant to be busy. That useless scrag ain't followed plan as a. Now what? Pull back and wait for our Sanghin brothers? Piss on that. We ain't turning back empty-handed. Remember, no killing the small folk, or it'll be your blood what stains Lord Leviathan's altars. Ooh. The yellow bellies you can butcher at will. Them dirt-eaten slugs will be crushed under the full might of the Serpent Weavers. Seems Swiftperch was the main target after all. Yeah, because they're going for people. Squads 1 and 2, protect the townsfolk. Squad 3, you're our rear guard. The rest of you, we meet their charge where we stand. Let us bear the Commodore word of our victory, or no word at all. For Limsa Laminsa! To war! To little war. I'll gut all of you yellow bellies and dance on your gizzards. That sounds very pirate-esque. It sounds very pirate-esque. Alright, let's go. Okay, I'm not doing any damage to you. I'm just taking these guys down first. One Piece talk, right? Like pirates and all. You being the only small one there. Dude, it's life. Being small, you're like the ninja that hides. They don't see you coming. Who the hell is healing? Oh no, you're dying. You're dying first. Fucking healer. Get the hell out of here. The fuck out of here. Alright, there we go. He's down. One Piece Hawk. Dude, I really want to go through one day and re-watch all of One Piece. Like, I know that's going to be a journey in of itself, but I kind of feel like that would be kind of fun to do. Like, hey, come here. Die. Like, imagine that. 950 plus episodes, having to re-watch all of that. That is a journey of itself. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. We're gonna deal with this guy by himself. Focus on me. Why is he... Oh my god, come here. I got you. I got you. Nope, I don't got you. Come here. Hey. Why am I being... Fine, I'll kill this guy first. Shields to protect me. And the freaking demon thing that you summoned is dead, so we're not worried about him anymore. And... Get him! There we go. We did it. Well fought. The Reavers are beaten and scattered. I'll take some men and hunt down the stragglers. Oh, but there may be more of them lurking about, so don't let your guard down just yet. Okay. I won't. I wasn't planning to, but you know. It's like, what's going on? Oh, it's that guy. It's the masked dude. I can't remember who he is. The source of his strength becomes clear. He's so menacing. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. The hell? Why? What the hell did I do to you? O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creation of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite my enemies. Why? That's you? Why? Why are you summoning like Bahamut or whatever the hell that shit is? Why? Cloud? Damn it. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. God damn it. This is what we get when we involve Cloud in things. Chaos. Defeat the masked mage. Oh, it's a gargoyle. I got this. Can I attack this guy? If I kill this thing, will he summon another one? I don't know. So the story now is finally starting to become a little bit more interesting, because like when I started the story out, it was all about like, oh, we're farming, I'm helping you gather stuff, but now it's like shit's going down. Oh, it's Yashola. Hell yeah, Yashola, what's up? Let's go take this guy down. I'm gonna kill this guy. I mean, it's Cloud. What I mean, that is a very valid point, but at the same time, hey, come here. Focus on me. Chaos is all about it. Let's go. Well, if that was Cloud, apparently Cloud was not very difficult to take down. Sorry, Cloud. Ugh, that the wisdom of a paragon should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons, did he say? Then it is as I feared. They are known as the Bringers of Chaos, or Asians, to give them their proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. But why? Pardon? You would know if we Charlians have encountered Asians before? I have never spoken to you of my homeland. How did you know whence I hail? Wait, I do begin to see. You have been blessed with a special gift. The Yellow Jackets have returned. After we just dealt with it. I mean, they were probably blocked off. Are you alright, lad? If I had known a mean bugger like that was hiding in the bushes, I would have left a squad or 6 to keep you company. It's fine. I dealt it by myself. Well, at least now we can call this kidnapping investigation to a close. Those Reavers were the ones spiriting folks away in the dead of night, and this bastard here was pulling all the strings. A trifle simplistic, but not inaccurate. I came as soon as I sensed his presence, but I never thought to find such a sense of carnage. Yet we prevailed, and thanks to your heroic actions, I have learned much. Chaos is my entertainment. I mean, that's valid. It is completely fair to have chaos be your entertainment. Aye, heroic is the word. I don't want to think about what would have happened if you hadn't been there, friend. And your assistance is much appreciated too, Lady Y'shtola. Please give your regards to the Scions. I am glad to have played a role in bringing what I hope is an end to this disturbing spate of abductions. The thread of your fate forms a part of a most intriguing tapestry. Mayhaps we will be afforded the chance to speak more in the near future. For now, however, you must see this peculiar tale to its conclusion. Pray send my greetings to Commodore Rayner. Confusion is mine. I mean, hey, that means you and Cloud fit well together, if that's the case. Oh shit. Confusion is a side effect to the chaos. I mean, you're not wrong on that one either, Cloud. You are not wrong. Okay, where are we going? Report to Rayner at the Coral Tower. Oh, we're back at Limsa. Hey Thea! What's up? How are you? Or maybe in the confusion chaos is created. I mean, it could be any of the above, really. Like, you could argue that chaos creates confusion. You could also argue that confusion creates chaos. It really kind of depends. Oh boy, I remember now why I don't like it. chat be weird. How is it? I'm curious. How is it weird? Senpai, eagerly have I awaited your return. Word of your exploits is already spreading through the ranks. My troops and I owe you a great debt of gratitude for your timely assistance. What? You have shown yourself to be possessed of a sure arm, a strong spirit, and sound judgment. Would that Limsa had more of your like. I have little doubt that you shall one day join the ranks of Eorzea's greatest adventurers. It is but a matter of time. Clearly, Badrian's eyes for potential remains as sharp as ever, though I doubt even he imagined you capable of such feats. Might you favor me with your own account of the day's events? Such victories bear retelling. I will tell you about all of it. Oh, well then he won't know what I'm asking. Well, never mind. I'll ask. Here, I'll type it in chat. Just wanted to appreciate you, Thea. Yashoya has been working with us for quite some time, you see, and she was only too willing to assist the Yellow Jackets in the kidnapping investigation, proving herself a stalwart ally of Limsa yet again. Needless to say, after your part in thwarting the attempted sabotage of the victory and the small matter of your deeds at Swiftperch, you too have proven yourself a valued friend of the Thalcressy. Admiral! What's going on? Who is it? Oh, it's what's her face. I like how that's my answer for everyone. I don't remember anyone's name, and you got like Cloud and Silence. You guys have been like first to that. Like half the names in this game are confusing as shit. They're like, what the hell? May I present you Admiral? I don't even know what the hell name that is. Bluffworm? Blow his worm? I don't know.
So, this is the adventurer I've been reading about in the field reports. I am Melve Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa.
Blufiswin. Okay. No problem, and it feels like an afterthought. The layout and function is so bare bones and out of place compared to the layout of everything else. Main reason that I stay on Twitch rather than YouTube. YouTube still feels like it was meant for people to do videos rather than live interaction. Yeah, no, I would definitely agree with that. Like, it's definitely in its bare bones stages currently, but it's one of those where like I want to give it a shot because like with the direction that Twitch is going and how they're not making any steps in improvement on how they're doing, and with how more and more big streamers are slowly moving over to Twitch, it's one of those where like you've mentioned, the only thing that really is a big downside with YouTube streaming is the UI, and that's one update and that's easily fixed. I mean, you're probably not entirely wrong on that, Cloud, but don't let somebody that's like a hardcore FF14 fan hear that because they will ream you. They will attack you on that one.
On behalf of my people, I bid you thanks for the deeds you have done this day. A token of our gratitude. What worth is high regard without just reward after all?
This is true. I was just thinking that same thing. It's like they had a stroke halfway through the first name. I mean, you're not wrong. Can I attack him just cuz? Yes, do it.
Since you first set foot in our city, my good friend Badaron and Commodore Rayner have taken turns at regaling me with tales of your exploits.
So you've heard about everything I've done. Very good.
Safe to say, they left an impression. Join me at the coming banquet.
I'm gonna write down what I was mentioning to Thea, because I don't know if, since I'm muted, I was saying that, what was I saying about Twitch? I was saying that part of why I was wanting to try YouTube is because of all the things Twitch is failing at currently. Even though YouTube is bare bone, it really only needs an updated UI and it could compete with Twitch easy. There we go.
A seat of honor at the celebratory
Is now
feast
dead.
is the least
Yeah.
I can offer the man who foiled the Sahagin.
Sahage. Okay, that's what it is. Sahage. Hey, there's another Lala. Cloud, I'm not alone anymore.
Oh, and don't be late. Your fellow guests will be eager to take the measure of their newest hero, and some do not take kindly to being kept waiting. Till then, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
One down, God. Till then, we will walk in the light of the crystal. Yes. Yeah, I agree with that, Rory. However, my main issue with that is that it's been a known needed thing for literally years now. On YouTube or on Twitch. And we still have the same layout. Seems like YouTube has no plans to make things nicer. Because they recently started picking up big streamers. More people that switch, the more chances there are that things will improve. Wow, words are hard on both, but in this thought, yeah, I'm not sure you understand just how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to a state banquet. It is a highly coveted honor, why even the officers under her direct command are rarely afforded such recognition. But I will not deny you have earned it. Many of the tasks you have performed in service to the Thalcracy have been both difficult and dangerous. This is a reward for all of your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. Has the enormity of this moment yet to sink in? Perchance you will realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries of Limsa Lominsa. And now that I have imagined the scene, I realize that you will require an attire suitable for the occasion. I suggest you visit the wench and see that Bedouin can arrange. He is surprisingly knowledgeable about these things. I know, it's been like this so long, I don't hold out hope. YouTube has so much money, this could easily have been fixed for a long time now. But this is all my thoughts. Totally makes sense. Only reason I feel like it could change down the line is since more people are getting fed up with Twitch lately more than ever, moving to other platforms, whether it's YouTube or Facebook or other sources. There we go. I should like figure out a way to like do voice to talk on my like second monitor. That way, like anything I say just goes into the chat also automatically for people that have it muted and are just vibing. Or better yet, I need to figure out how to do what's it called? Freaking lines, words, things. That's fair. I will agree that increases the likelihood by totally fair. Totally fair. Yes. Thank you, Cloud. Captions. Yeah, I want to figure out how to do captions. One benefit of YouTube over Twitch, when you hit partner, you can get supported just by vibing. here. Let's see what he's got for me. So with Twitch, the only way people can support you is through bits or subs. With YouTube, when you're a partner, you can get supported just from watch time. Well, if it ain't Merwood's Guts of Honor. Now is it? I tell you, lad, I damn near snorted ale out of my nose when I heard the news. You come a long bloody way, and you have... That's true. Well, one thing's for sure. You'll not want to... For decent grub, these banquets are catered by the bleeding Bismarck, no less. 'Tis a great chance to fill her belly to bustin' with fine and, more importantly, free food. But we can't have you turning up in this shit-take venture gear. No, the arrow of hour needs to have a touch of refinement about him. If only to stop folk complaining when stuff is faced with cake. Take yourself over to the Octon and speak to Nassim O'Buggerin Cordisum. She'll furnish you with somewhat gentlemanly to wear. I've already had word with her, so y'all need to do is pick up the goods and bring them back. Yours, tell what's be good. I wasn't aware of that part. However, as a day one and forever affiliate, that's beyond me. I won't ever be partnered on either, but that's great for those that do get partnered. Partner on YouTube is go down to the lower decks. Wrong way. That's not how I get down to the lower decks. Do I have an email? Oh, did I get my call details for tomorrow yet? No. Why? Have you ate dinner yet? I may go grab something. No. I'm streaming. How you're blah blah. Let's see here. Let's talk to this person way over here. I'll have to look into it. When I look back, it seemed rough still, but I won't hold you up. I'll talk to you more when I can unmute. Alrighty, you have a good stream, Thea. Wow, words, wow. You have a great movie, Thea. There you go, blah, 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 blah. God, I see how it is, Cloud. God. Good evening, sir. I assume you're the undressed gentleman Bedrin mentioned. I see he was not exaggerating. Ahem. I've chosen these specially for your debut in polite society. Fear not. I'm certain you will absolutely adore them. Show the Raxaline box to Badrion. Okay. Where's the stairs? I lost the stairs! There they are. Salmon? What about salmon? I'm so confused now. I'm lost. Like, what are we talking about? What? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm here for salmon. But what? Alright. Been to see Nasheim? Oh, wow. The words. Let's have that box then. Here go. Here we go. A nice pair of dress shoes for you. A bloke mightn't have much else to his name, but so long as he's got a decent pair of shoes on his feet, there ain't nowhere he can't go. Think of him as a gift from me and all other folks you've done right by along the way. Wow. All the things that I just did for them, it's worth a block of shoes to them. Aye, 'tis a very moving gesture, I know. Just don't go welling up on me, eh? Wouldn't do for Limsa's new arrow to turn up at the banquet soaked in his own tears and snot. Any road, that's your garb sorted. Now you just need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready, and I'll tell you where you're to go. Okay. Do I need to put my shoes on first before I talk to you? You ready then, Arya? Good. The banquet will be starting soon. If you waited any longer, I'd have considered it my civic duty to it ye over the Ed would drag you there. Wow. Okay. Now make sure you're wearing them fancy shoes when you turn up, alright? Carrying them won't do no good. They're meant to make you look like a gentleman, remember? Not a gentleman's bleeding lackey. As for directions, the feast will be held on the bridge in the Admiral's briefing room. Speak with Xanthella in Bulk Hall and you'll show the way. Just keep that Eld high. After everything you've done for Limsa, you've good reason to be proud. And don't let no bright bugger tell you different. Okay. I won't tell anyone. Go to the lower deck. And I need to put the shoes on now. Where are they? Do I need to, like... put the dress shoes on? Where are they? I wasn't given... Ugh, do I need to go find my shoes? Don't tell me that. Hey Arcane! What's up? What did I was prepping slapping salmon sushi. Ooh. How are you doing, Arcane? Love those names. Dark, Brittany, and Pornhub. What? Where did that come from, Cloud? Now I'm even more confused and maybe a little concerned. Dress shoes, fancy dress shoes. Adventure wearing fancy dress shoes. God damn it, Bader. Why couldn't you not have told me this mysterious gent's name on your hair color or even their bloody gender? I have settled for a distinctive facial scar. I have nothing about the shoes, much less fancy. What? You say you're an adventurer I'm looking for? Then wear those fancy dress shoes that Butler described to me in such excruciatingly unhelpful detail. Surely you didn't, ahem. He mentioned that if you were so careless as to misplace them, I was supposed to tell you to get your arse back to Janessa and beg for another pair. I never imagined I'd actually have to say it, though. So do I go back to the person? Yoda! They'd be standing next to you. Oh. I didn't even realize there was a person named that. Wow. What is this? Are you struggling to tell me you have lost the fine pair of shoes I... Yes, I kind of did. Fortunately, I have another pair available. You may have them the kindness of my heart. Well, the pair just was placed in your armory chest. And... is that why? Dress shoes! I have dress... I love how it's dress shoes. That's all that matters to be able to go to this big old banquet. Nothing else. Like, I'm wearing, like, this friggin', like, fancy-ass armor. And they're like, nah. You need dress shoes. You need dress shoes. Silence, go check your Fortnite right fast. What did you do to Silence's Fortnite? Ooh, mail time. My controller is here, by the way. Ooh, nice. You got a controller. Ew. Dress shoes, fancy dress shoes, an adventurer wearing fancy dress shoes. Oh, now those are some fancy dress shoes. Come, adventurer, I'll show you to the briefing room. See, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna go to somewhere and be like, I'm wearing dress shoes. I deserve to come in. I'm gonna come in with like some sweats and a t-shirt, but I got dress shoes. How did you get, by the way, from I don't know. I'm special with reading. You should know this by now. How are you liking YouTube, senpai? I don't mind it, to be honest. Like, it's hard to gauge right now because, you know, it's my first stream on it, and like, I would say for me personally as a streamer, here I'll tell you about after the cutscene.
Join me now in honoring this man for his services to our great nation.
I love how like half the things that I did so far were like farm stuff, and I'm like, this great nation. I'm like, what did I do? I did fight some things. I did do that, but I'm like, I didn't do that much. Or at least I don't feel like I did a lot.
These pirates you encountered with the tattooed faces, they call themselves the Serpent Weavers. Their ranks are formed of cutthroats and madmen who have pledged themselves body and soul. to the primal Leviathan.
I can't remember if Leviathan is the first one we fight.
They sought to swell their numbers by spiriting away any soul unfortunate enough to cross their path. I need not tell you the depth of the animosity between us and the Sahagin. How any seaman worth his salt could devote himself to the fishback's god is a question for a more temperate mind than mine.
I mean, but you're one of the leaders. You should be able to answer us.
Thanks to you, our citizens may once more go about their daily lives, safe in the knowledge that they will not be dragged into the darkness by those execrable curs.
Okay.
Such an extraordinary glow.
It's the crystal I've had. I have it. It's here.
This is one of the crystals of light.
By the Navigator.
After our encounter with the Gubu, you had a vision, did you not? Of a towering crystal.
I did.
You bathed in her light.
Yashtola's conclusion is clear, and I see no reason to doubt it. You are the vessel of a higher power.
I am a higher power.
From your vision was the Mother Crystal. Your description matches what little we know of her. And if she has chosen you, then your deeds may yet shape the fate of nations, as once did the deeds of the Warriors of Light.
Ooh, okay.
Know you the tale? Like you, they were not of these lands, yet they fought to protect us all against the corruption of the primals. When
I've
the
got
Dalian
this.
Empire began its conquest of the realm, these heroes joined the Grand Companies and helped to reforge the Eorzean Alliance.
That's gonna be me. We've got this.
And at the Battle of Cartano, they took the field beneath our banners to fight for everything we hold dear. It was on that day, in the midst of that hell, that we lost them.
Did they die or did they disappear? I can't remember.
Every soul who survived that battle will never forget how it was to fight beside them. We are proud to call them our comrades. Yet
Oh shit.
and whenever we strain to see their faces with our mind's eye, naught but their shadows appear to us, set against a blinding light.
So nobody can know who the Warriors of Light were,
Ask
because the
any
Warrior of Light is
true
anyone that
Eorzean
takes
who knew
over.
them, and the story will be the
Interesting.
same. It is for this reason that we call them
The
Warriors of Light.
Cool. Okay.
When I look upon you, I cannot help but be reminded of them. Keep that crystal safe.
I will.
In time, I believe the Mother Crystal will make clear her reasons for bestowing it upon you. Heed well her words, adventurer, for it is Hydaelyn herself who speaks.
Oh shit. He's gonna have a memory, not a memory, but like a vision. Another vision. What's gonna happen now? What is this? Oh, is this a memory of the past during the last war? Oh, it totally is. Okay. Does that mean I'll get to see what happened to the Warriors of Light? The former ones? Or do I just get context of what they went through? Flashbacks, yes.
Flames to the fore!
But pointed out, it's even... That's fair.
Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of.
Whore sons. Okay.
Left flank buckles, divert the barracudas. Bid 'em hold
We're using
that position, though
barracudas.
it cost them their lives.
Interesting.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid.
She seems like a
The
dick.
adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
It's an Asian.
aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Shields. We gotcha.
The barrier won't go down so easily. Eyes forward.
Who's generating the shield, the barrier, though? Because they're going to run out of mana at some point.
We are being watched.
Does not sound good. Interesting. Oh shit. Is this when they lost?
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond. Respond, damn you.
Is that Bloodthorn? He dead. He real dead. He's mad. What is with the names? Fire Nation is attacking. I mean, you're not... Thanks, Arcane! I will make sure to let you know what my thoughts are on YouTube.
Rider,
Hope you have fun with work, if you're at work.
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What is it?
what's going on? Speak to me.
I don't remember. What is it?
Damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Who did they summon? What? Okay.
Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me!
It's like, damn it, I lost him. He tried. He made a good, strong effort.
Damn it all to the
They summoned you, oh god. I mean, if you're a primal,
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
they're all missing.
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day.
But why not?
You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The
Yeah, we can't. We've already lost a lot.
but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately.
What are they fighting?
The foreign
Do we get to
heavy
see?
priority. Let the
'Cause I don't
naval
remember at
forces
all.
their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it. Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit.
The outcome of this battle was long since decided.
So they knew from the beginning that they were going to lose?
Better to retreat now than risk a massacre.
Oh shit. I kind of would call that a massacre already. Bubba. None of that.
This dark, stifling presence. Who or what
Hopefully we can find out. I'm curious, what was it that they fought? Do we ever get to see?
To take our place beside Archon Louis Soir. To your positions.
Thasians. That I should live to behold Bahamut. Was it Bahamut that they summoned? We made him hungrier. Oh, it's the guy we fought! I am aware of them. Pay them no mind. They are powerless to act. It has begun. Soon the planet will regain its true form. I'm already not liking this guy. Is that supposed to be you, Cloud? Are you secretly the guy with the red mask and not the black mask? Because the one with the red mask is the stronger of the two. Morning, sunshine. All a bit much for you, was it? Nah, you don't even know the half of it. What happened, eh? You don't remember then? You kneeled over in the middle of the banquet and caused a right stir. I had to carry you back to the wench myself. Well, I say carry. 'Twas more of a matter of dragging you rolling and rolling. Too much cake, I reckon. He rolled me back to my bed? What the hell? Any road. Don't fret. 'Tis little wonder he was exhausted after everything you've been through lately. He literally rolled me. Your little nap seems to have put some color back in your cheeks, though, so I'll leave you to it. Bugger, I almost forgot. The Admiral wants to have a word with ye. When you feel up to it, talk to Xanthella and he'll let you into the command room. Oh, and stay awake, eh? I'm told Merwood was in the middle of telling ye a story when ye started snoring last time, and I doubt she looked kindly on it if you repeated the trick. Alright. Go me! Jeez. So bad. I'm gonna put my shoes back on. There we go. And then I need to go to the command room, which is in the lower deck. Oh, okay, it's down there. Don't make me put my dress shoes back on. Why didn't they give this NPC a voice actor? Yeah, I don't know. Like that is one thing that I definitely do agree. I always found kind of weird in the story. It's like certain NPCs they gave a voice actor, and some of them they didn't. The problem is I don't remember if some of those NPCs that have had voice actors when the expansions first came out, if they actually did have voice actors. Like I want to say all of them just were like the dialogue, and I think they brought voice actors in after the fact to do some of the voice acting for it, which could potentially explain why they didn't necessarily give a voice actor for all of those characters, because like the guy that I was just talking to, I think he's only really part of the story right now. He doesn't really play a role further down the line. Oh, 100%. It would have definitely been interesting to hear his dialogue, especially with like, because he's like talking in like pirate sort of dialogue to a degree, like with how his language is and everything. Greetings, Rory. Admiral Blosswine awaits you in the command room. Shall I announce you? Yes. But I definitely do agree. That is like one thing that this game is weird about. It's like some cutscenes have dialogue and some of them don't. And like there'll be moments where, like, for example, like let's say there's a cutscene here. I don't know if there actually is, but there could be like a moment where it's like there won't be any dialogue, and it's like you just had this person have a voice actor. Why aren't you doing it again? And it's weird. It's inconsistent. It is good to see you on your feet again. You are recovered. Then let us waste no time. I have a task that needs doing. One I would entrust to no one. Here for it. I got this. The duty I have in mind for you requires some explanation. I do hope you have not made other plans. To business, then. Either like... out. Okay, there we go. Taking care of that. I had to send a message to find out what's going on. I've penned a letter to each of my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. It's like stuff like this, right? Like I was just mentioning, it's like this person has a voice actor, they had dialogue, but like there's moments like this where it's like there's no dialogue and it makes no sense. The Battle of Kartna and the calamity that followed claimed countless lives. It has been 5 years since those of us who were sparred dragged ourselves from the ashes to look upon an Eorzea we scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet the people still suffer. Their lives are fraught with worry and hardship, and the warriors of light who might once have given them hope are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We will never truly do so, however, till we have faced our past. To that end, I am proposing that a memorial service be held in each of the city-states on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Kartna. These letters contain the details of said proposal, and I would have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. You have proven yourself a staunch and able ally to Limsa, but that is not my only reason for choosing you. No, I choose you because you possess a quality which puts me in mind of history's champions, a quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. Of course I will. I knew you would not disappoint me. This task shall take you far from the borders of our nation, to the city-states of Gridania and Ul'dah. A grueling journey, to be sure, were you to travel by sea and land, but I mean to have you take to the skies. An airship pass, to be used at your discretion. Airships bound for the nations of our allies leave from the landing connected to the bridge, but before you depart I suggest you trouble Badrion for a few pearls of wisdom regarding each of your destinations. The old bastard is nothing if not well traveled. 'Tis a pity I cannot issue such passes with a freer hand, as I did in more peaceful times, when berths were not so limited, but in these times of war every craft we commit to the clouds risks drawing the eyes of the Empire, and every voyage must needs be born of necessity. Lest you doubt, I consider your place well deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There were other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. Aye, your deeds do not go unnoticed. Full many see great promise in you, but I have flattered you enough. On behalf of Limsa and her people, I bid you forth, adventurer, discover the realm for which so many have fought and died. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. Only by braving the unknown will you achieve the greatness of which you are surely capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I wager that your destiny will be no small thing. Boom, boom. Did I get a message back from Nico? I did not. Wait, I make text someone. I'm gonna text Carrie. What's that? Carrie. Have you gotten details for tomorrow yet. Like, for some reason I haven't gotten information for tomorrow, and it's kind of confusing. I'm not gonna lie. I want to say Badrion is upstairs. Back to your meeting with the Admiral, are you? Personal bleeding envoy. So y'all be carrying the word of the Admiral yourself to the leaders of the Alliance. Bugger me, I knew you was going up in the world, but I didn't realize you'd got that bloody-ite. I'm proud of you, lad. Thinking of how far you've come, why, 'tis enough to bring a tear to my eye. And that ain't the ale talking neither. Well, not just the ale, that at any rate. At least he's honest. Bless the navigator for steering you my way. Of course, this is only the start. Now you've got your Anzan and airship pass, the Owl of Eorzea laid out before ye, like a fair maid on a feather bed. And she's a big girl too, with plenty of enticing nooks and crannies. If you think us Laminsians are characters, just wait till you cross paths with the grim forest dwellers of Gridania, or trade coin with the crafty merchants of Ul'dah. And then there's the wild places where the beasties rule, and no bugger with an ounce of sense sets foot. But you're an adventurer, so I wouldn't let a little thing like that oldie back. Oh wow, okay, that makes sense. Of course, it ain't all exploring and excitement. There's an epidemic troubles that what plagues every nation. See, tain't just ours. I'm talking intrigue and infighting, beastmen and their goddamn primals. Aye, there's an ugly side to life, and sooner or later you're bound to walk into it. But I'll wager there's bugger all out there as you can't handle. Something tells me you're going to be just fine. The realm's at it rough, 'tis true, but folk are beginning to recover from the beating of the calamity dealt 'em. Call me an hopeless optimist, but it wouldn't take much to turn things around. He might be, honestly. It honestly feels like it's like a mixture of Irish and like trying to be a pirate. Like a little bit of both. 'Tis the perfect time for a adventurer like yourself to get out there and make a difference. Well, what are you waiting for? He very well might be Irish, honestly. Like you were saying, it would have been interesting to see what a voice actor would have been for someone like him. Like, it would have been really interesting. Just because of, like, how bizarre it is. Like, the language behind it is just like, what the hell? It's so interesting. Oh, it's in the upper deck? Oh shit. I thought the airship was over here. Oh, that's the dock. Oopsies. Okay, where am I going? Where? I know where I'm. I think I know where I need to go. Because it's not entirely the upper deck. It's like further than the upper deck that I need to go. There's the left tender. Ride to the airship landing. There we go. Luckily, I'm finally leaving this area, so hopefully there won't be any more pirate talk. Hopefully it'll be less confusing. Greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. Wait, aren't you that famous adventurer? It's Rari, isn't it? I thought I recognized you. You are an inspiration to us all, sir. Highwind Skyways is at your disposal. Will you be traveling with us today? I will be. There we go. Board the ship. Attention all passengers, the airship bound for Gridania is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. Bum 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 bum. Less of a struggle for you to read as well. I mean, let's be real. I'm probably gonna have just as much of a struggle, but I won't be able to use the excuse of the struggle being because of poor English anymore. That's the difference. I won't be able to use that excuse anymore. I mean, I could try. It might not work though. Good fortune to ye, Rari. The day'll come when your name means the same as arrow to the folk of this realm. Like, I know he says he means hero. What the hell is like arrow? May we walk in the light of the crystal. Ba ba bum ba 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 ba. Oh shit. The H is silent. Yeah. I mean, is that normal in Irish? If you know. This is like Star Wars status here. All of this. It's the Garlean Empire, I believe, if I recall correctly. Rebooted. I was like, Irish? Probably. That would make sense. The hell happened? Midgard Silver?
The dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious.
So is Midgard Silver on our side? I wonder. Or I wonder if Midgard Silver is like a neutral party. Because obviously they're bad guys.
A blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp.
Very much Darth Vader vibes.
The meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity.
How's it falling into depravity just because you're not winning? Get out of here. But I guess in his point of view, it kind of is. So I guess technically, in his point of view, he's not wrong.
Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are the ones
One mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Lord Van Balzar. He does. Because he plays a major part in the story. Is partially why. Right? But he also speaks regular English, too. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried finding a voice actor for that, the shopkeeper guy, and everyone that read the dialogue, they were like, oh, hell nah, I can't do this.
Hey, is the legatus really planning to take another tilt at the Eorzea?
When a random lackey is getting dialogue over the guy that didn't have proper English, that's telling you something.
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that. But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Carteneau. What could the legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the legatus's plan.
Ooh, it's that guy.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Oh, this sounds bad.
Aha, my lord. Al amigo, my lord.
I wonder what's that. What?
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
I don't know what you...
Are they spies? Oh, that makes sense why they have dialogue.
Denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarian sees all.
You... What's up, Echo? How are you doing? I mean, yeah, the disrespect 100%. No mod. Me and we can go ham. I don't even know how you set someone up as mod on here to be real. Let's be realistic here.
Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Oh, shit.
Guardian,
That mask.
soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
I made it to Gridania. Hell yeah. You haven't missed too much so far, Echo. We've been going through the story of the entire game. I started off at the beginning. We started off with helping some people with some farmland issues, and then some pirates attacked, and then we found out that the pirates were being controlled by a shadowy figure from the darkness, and then we are here. See Decimo or no? The Monkas, I did not see it. I'm not sure if anybody else does. Were you trying to see if the BTTV thing needs to be enabled? Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. This way. Ah, you must be the envoy from Limsa Laminsa. Welcome to Gridania, sir. The Elder Seed, sir, awaits your arrival. I wonder, do I have to enable BTTV on my end, or do you think is it just only whoever enables it on their end that can see it? Because I know with like Twitch, it's like I myself do. So I've always been interested. It's like I've always found that weird with like Twitch, for example. Like I know it's not a Twitch thing. Like Twitch doesn't have a control over it, but I've always found it weird how like the streamer has to have the BTTV extension enabled on their end for the viewer to see the emote when the viewer also has to have the extension enabled. Like, it's always been weird to me that, like, it can't just be as long as the viewer has it enabled, they can see it. Like, I can understand I can't see it if I don't have it enabled. It's always been weird. It's like, I don't see how, like, I've never understood how the streamer having the add-on affects other people, if that makes sense. Greetings, good sir. You are the Limencian envoy, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the conjurer at Nafikia's altar. She will admit you to the lotus stand where the elder Caesar awaits. The thing is, you can't see the emote here. You have to type it all down like this. Right. Like, it's just weird. Like, like I said, I know it's not something that's like YouTube's fault or Twitch's fault or anything like that. It's like one of those where, like, it's always kind of confused me because it never necessarily made sense, like, logistically. Because, like, an extension being on my computer, I've never understood how that necessarily affects the other person, you know? It's always been weird to me. Because, like, if you're using the BTTV, are you personally able to see it right now? Or does it come up as words on your end as well? Okay, so I don't have to actually enable it myself. I only have to enable it if I want to see it. Because if you're able to see it, that means as long as the viewer enables it, they should be able to see it. Just got a text for work, I think. Corb cheese. Yeah, I don't have the list yet. That's good. That's good. Like, see, like, my confusion was, like, I thought it was, like, in the regard where it's, like, the streamer I thought it was, like, the streamer has to enable it so that way you could see it. So I was, like, really confused. I was like, how would that be a thing? How's your day been? Did you have to work today? Oh, I need to wave. I need to wave to everyone. I haven't done that yet. Wave. From the Lala. Hey, everyone. You did have work? Oh. Coming soon. Sit tight. Remember, for fall season, not getting details before 10 a.m. may happen. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Okay. Got it. We got an update. We're doing good. You are the Lamentian envoy. Begging your pardon, sir, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Here you go. Verily, this is the seal of the Admiral of Limsa Laminsa. Please come with me. Oh, it's Senna. They better give her dialogue this time.
So you
Yes.
are the Laminsian envoy.
Lamentian envoy.
And an adventurer besides. The realm owes much to you and yours. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome. Please.
Ooh.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Khan-e Senna, Elder Seed Seer of Britannia.
It's an interesting
and
name.
leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Admiral.
I do. Here's your message. I am short and stout, and I roll around. A remembrance service for the fallen of Cartana. To think that 5 years have already come and gone. It seems like only yesterday that the Garlean Empire attempted to seize all that we hold dear. Rising in his resistance, the city-states of Eorzea formed the grand companies and joined hands in alliance. But unbeknownst to us, the Garleans sought not to best us in battle, but moved instead to enact a terrible plot, the Meteor Project, by which the lesser moon, Dalmud, would be torn down from the heavens to annihilate all life below. In a desperate bid to save the realm from certain destruction, our forces marched for the Cartana Flats, and there met the Vilith Imperial Legion. More bloody a battle I have never seen, and would never wish to see again. Yet the carnage was but a prelude to the atrocity which followed. For despite our best efforts, Dalmund continued its descent, and from it emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who proceeded to rain fire upon Eorzea. The Vilith Imperial Legion was consumed in the blinking of an eye, while our own forces fared little better. That any among us were spared defies explanation. All seemed sure to perish. As the flames converged upon us, I prepared myself for death, only for a brilliant light to envelop me, relieving me of my senses. When last I awoke, Bahamut was gone, and the land, which had but moments before been aflame, now seemed to me a place unknown, not simply ruined, but changed. Archon Louisia may well have been able to shed light upon these mysteries, but he, like so many, never returned from Cartana. And so we were left with countless questions and no prospect of an answer. Yet such matters did not long occupy our thoughts, for we had far graver concerns. The calamity, as the devastation wrought by Bahamut has come to be known, laid our nation nigh to waste, and to this day we struggle to build our lives and homes. To compound matters, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, while the Empire encroaches upon our borders, consolidating its foothold in Eorzea. The outlook, in short, is bleak. In the wake of the calamity, it has been all each nation could do to nurse its own wounds. Yet if we are to weather the coming storm, we must needs stand united once more. Wow, she doesn't speak entirely English either, or I'm reading it weird. A remembrance service may well present an opportunity to rekindle the spirit of unity which first gave rise to the Alliance. I wholeheartedly approve of the Admiral's proposal. The necessary provisions shall be made for the service here in Gridania. Very good. Ooh, she's gonna give me something too. Does that mean I need to go to the next person? Probably. Ugh. You have done the people of Eorzea a fine service this day, and I would not put you to further trouble. I shall see that my reply reaches the Admiral anon. You, meanwhile, are bound next for Ul'dah, are you not? I am. Please send the Flame General my regards. Ah, and if you would be so kind, I should appreciate it if you would inform him that a pet of mine has been ill-behaved of late, my wolf, to be precise. Needless to say, he must be brought to heel, and I would very much welcome the General's counsel on this might be achieved. I thank you for the coming. May the 12 see you safe to Ul'dah and beyond. I can show and tell you how to make someone a mod here, if you want. Sure, I am happy to know how to do it. Is it something simple like just in the chat I do type or whatever? Like I want to say I did it once to add stream elements, like the bot as a mod, but I can't remember how I did it, and I'm wondering if there's like an easier way to do it other than like going in and doing it in like the settings or whatever. I need to go back to the airship landing. You're good? Hell yeah. I'm hoping all of you guys are doing well. Oh, where the hell am I going? I went the wrong way, yo. Hopefully everyone's doing well. That is the goal. To make sure everyone's always having a good time and vibing. Boop. Boop. Gotta go to your studio, then settings. After that, go to community. Oh, okay. So it would be where I did my for the stream bot, and then do I just do like the person's name or whatever essentially? Kind of similar to YouTube. Okay. I'll have to look into that after stream, so I can work on getting it all figured out and everything. This way? I always forget what. No, it's downstairs. I always forget. It's this way. You were saying that like the mod screen on this is like fairly different from Twitch, since you've been modding some. Greetings, sir. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Ul'dah. Oh, are you not Rari, the Limentian envoy? On behalf of all that Highwind Skyways, may I say that what an honor it is to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? Of course I am. What are some things that are different about it? This way. It's like, where the hell do I go? Ba-ba. Gotta take the ship. Got this. Only thing about YouTube is there's no history of what the user been saying or said already. What do you mean? History of the... Oh, like if I like on Twitch where if I click on your name it shows what you've said in the past type of thing? Do you mean that? Normally all the logs would be on a third-party site like Nightbot. Got you. See, like to be honest, I've never bothered going through my logs on Twitch. Like I've maybe looked at them once or twice. So like to me personally, that doesn't necessarily make a big difference. On Nightbot? Oh, I'm sure. I mean, like, Nightbot's kind of weird about things a little bit occasionally. You must be the envoy from Limsa Laminsa. Welcome to Ul'dah, sir. The Flame General awaits your arrival. The hell? What the hell? Let me out! Welcome to Ul'dah, sir. We have been expecting you. Flame General Robin will receive you in the fragrant chamber. Please take the lift down to the hustling strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. Okay. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Nightbot is the only thing I know since... Oh, got you. See, I used Nightbot for a little bit, and then I switched off of it. I can't remember why I switched off of it, to be honest. Like, I can't remember. It was just like... It didn't... I can't remember if it didn't do what I wanted, or if the stream elements bot did more of what I wanted. Like, I can't remember exactly why I switched. Like, I'd have to look into it, because I personally just don't remember. But I mean, like, the nice thing is, like, for the large majority, most of the bots are mostly kind of interchangeable to some degree. Stream Elements, yeah. So like, that's the one I've been using. Mostly just because, like, I had some bad experiences with Streamlabs when I first started streaming. So, like, I left them, and I was just like, I'm not going back to Streamlabs. But, like, I haven't ever bothered doing, like, the looking into further lately to be like, what is better suited for what I would need to be doing. The Lamentian Envoy, I presume. Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, sir? My thanks. I heard you can do more there. On Stream Elements? Admiral Seal, please proceed.
A guest from Limsa. I thought I smelled stale ale.
Rude.
I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Merlin says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Sahagin. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the
Rauban,
Immortal
okay.
Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Nah, you're battle worn, yo. Cardinal. I remember bloody Cardinal. Do you know what happened that day, adventure, when we took the field against the Garleans? So, my counterparts have educated you. Yes. Kane's pet is giving her trouble, is it? Well, she should already know my mind on that subject. Wolves are beyond taming. 'Tis but a matter of time before they bare their teeth. Fair. So it was the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by then Legatus Solus Zos Galvus, they swiftly brought the other nations of Isambard to heel, and so the Legatus became an emperor, and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet as of late. I wonder, what is the score of winter? Because it says 80 winters. Is that 4 years? I don't know. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders, and their commander Legatus Gaius Van Bilzer has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us, and not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as well. Yeah, I don't know. I should look that up at some point. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided, adventure, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garlean Sir and the Elder Seed Sir would not let it go unnoticed. All our concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more. That much is clear, and if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Merwood will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remember the people that their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Blah, blah, blah. What are words? Exactly, Cloud. See, you know how it is. It's just words. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Admiral will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. I got you. You can now make use of the airship routes connecting the 3 nations. Very good. My Lord Envoy, I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Settlements in the near future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Badrian, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Badrian would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. Of course it'll be me. Who else would it be? Okay. I'm dying, apparently. That's my solution. Death. Do, 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 do. Bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da, bum, 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 ba-da, bum. New message. Welcome to the Drowned Wench. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in a... Well, if it ain't one of and only Rari. I was told a distinguished venturer might be reporting for duty. Wow, fancy that venturer being you. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for faint of heart. There'll be liable to get drowned right bleeding, Airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill you in on the details. The hell is up with this guy's face? He's like, okay. Aren't we all? I mean, how do you like the YouTube? So, like, okay. So, I'm going to answer that. So, like, on my point of view, it doesn't necessarily make, like, on the point of view of a streamer, it doesn't necessarily make a difference. Let me think how to word that. So, like, in the point of view of a streamer, to me, Twitch and YouTube is kind of interchangeable, right? Because, like, for me, as long as I have the platform where I can live stream, I'm cool. Like, the thing that I do like about YouTube is that regardless of whether you're a first-time streamer, a partner, whatever you might be, you have encoding from the very beginning. So, like, me streaming, I'm streaming at 1080p right now. If somebody comes in, they can lower it to 720, 480, 140, whatever stream quality they need to set it to make it so that they can personally enjoy the stream, which I personally like. Like, that is one thing that I always disliked about Twitch, because with Twitch, you only got that if you were a partner or if you were in a high view rate channel for a game. Like, if you were, like, in the top, like, 5 or 6 channels of a game, then you could maybe get encoding. So, like, that's kind of nice, because that way when people come in, if they're on a less than ideal internet, they can downscale the quality of the stream and still enjoy it, versus on Twitch, if they came in and they just couldn't watch because of the internet quality, they just had no choice, they had to leave. So, like, I do like that aspect of it. Beyond that, it's hard for me to gauge, just because it is my first time using it, and, like, I feel like I'm gonna have to mess around with it, do it for a little while, and kind of see how it goes. So I'm gonna be doing, like, my kind of plan is I'm gonna do a little bit of both, you know, like, probably, like, do half my streams on YouTube, half my streams on Twitch, because, like, especially while I try to grow on YouTube initially, like, I gotta do Twitch still, right? Like, I can't, like, give up Twitch when I am, you know, 50 followers in on YouTube, you know what I mean? So, like, that's part of it. And, like, I also want to, like, start messing around with YouTube, partially because, like, with so many people that are jumping ship off of Twitch because of all the things that are happening on that platform, between, like, the hate raids, between the lack of communication from Twitch on the different things that are happening, the lack of effort on their end on trying to improve things. Like, more and more people are leaving from the platform whether they're going to Facebook or YouTube, or there's like 2 or 3 new platforms that I've heard about that people are slowly going to. And like Theo was in here earlier, and Theo was mentioning how like one of the things he hates is the chat in YouTube, which I do agree. Like from what I've briefly seen, like the YouTube chat does seem like an afterthought to a degree, and I'm sure probably all of you guys could probably agree to that. Like it does feel like an afterthought, but like to me, it feels like as more people switch to other platforms, there's going to be more and more reason to have to upgrade things, right? Like when you think about like just between in the last couple of days, like when you think of like what is it, Dr. Lupo and Tim the Tatman, that's like just between those 2 people alone, that's easily what over 200,000 viewers a day if they're both streaming. Where if that many people make a complaint, they're like, fucking fix this chat because we're irritated as shit about how this works. YouTube is going to be more inclined to be like, oh, we should probably do something because we have 200,000 people that are yelling at us about fixing it. I don't even want to know how big of a contract they signed those streamers. So like, if their communities are complaining about it, they're going to have to be more inclined to do something. So I'm interested to see what the direction of things are going to go. There's even a video that I had posted that I watched in streamer chat. I don't know if I can't remember if I tagged you in it, Echo, but I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on that video as well, because it's a streamer that I watch a lot on his YouTube videos, Alpha Gaming or Alpha whatever, and he talks about how like when you're looking at the general trajectory of how YouTube and how Twitch is moving and everything, the general trend just kind of seems like they're gonna cross at some point. I don't think so, to be honest, because you got to remember, like those 2 streamers only recently got signed over to YouTube, like in the last like week, so it's been pretty recent. And like other than like the only other like really big streamer other than those 2 was Dr. Disrespect. So like I think it's one of those where as more people start to switch, they're going to be more inclined to want to make changes. Kind of like with how like with Twitch, for example, because so many people are so pissed off about ads, and because there was such a huge amount of people that have been like leaving or taking days off, like annoyed with things, they just now happen to do like an ad update where they're like, oh, you can kind of control your ads on Twitch, but they really can't. Like still, like it's, yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see what direction both platforms go, really. I think what I'm going to do at this point is, because I just finished the first section. God, why do I keep clicking that? I just finished my first section of the Realm Reborn, so I'm going to start this, but I think I'm going to get ready to call it a night. Valkyrie is... Yes, she is a big streamer on YouTube. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this up. I'm going to get ready to end stream, because that way I can, next time I get on, I can start from here. But I'm going to jump over on Discord, and I'm going to end the night with 1 or 2 games of League for anyone that wants to join in and play with me. So I'm going to call it a night on here, and if anyone wants to join and play, I will see you guys on Discord, and I'm happy to chat more about all this too. It'll probably be easier to chat about it in person. But it was good getting to see you guys. Thank you for coming out, Cloud. Thank you for coming out, Echo. Silence, if you're still around, thank you for coming out and hanging out. Thea, I know you're probably lurking around there somewhere. Arcane, appreciate all. Who do we raid? I don't think YouTube has a raid feature, unfortunately. I thought with the YouTube you just end the stream. Or are you trying to troll me right now? As far as I know, I thought you just end the stream with YouTube. Yeah. Trolling me. God, I see how it is. But yeah, I will see you guys. That's their Kappa face on YouTube. Fair, fair. Ooh, that's, yeah. That needs an upgrade, for sure. But yeah, I will see you guys all on Discord if you guys are down to play a game or two. Other than that, I will see you guys later.